Formula 1 has 10 teams, soon to be 11, and each of these operate very well. I mean, just look at Ferrari. Anyway, even though I haven't yet for like 7 months, here is something wrong with each of these teams. First off, these guys are French. But for real, the problem with Alpine is that they cannot maintain a healthy team environment for more than 5 damn minutes. Let me give you a recent history of Alpine going back to 2022. Sebastian Vettel announced his retirement, leading to Fernando Alonso saying fuck you guys to Alpine, who had just lost Alan Prost and their first team principal, Marcin Brodakowski. So in a panic, Alpine announced Oscar Piastri, who while all this drama was happening was asleep, probably dreaming about his life in the bakery. He then proceeds to join Fernando in saying fuck you guys and posts his legendary tweet. This causes Alpine to sign Esteban Ocon, which became the second coming of the first. Anyway, since then, Alpine has gone through 14 principals and lost countless important individuals at their factory. Not to mention the fact that they absolutely ruined drivers' careers. Jack Doohan's career was killed before it even started, and they're now destroying Franco Colapintos, who's already shown previously that he can deliver. You have to think that Briatore has mad head game in order for Pierre Gasly to willingly want to stay there until 2028.
Why?
Anyway, the second 2026 seat is unconfirmed, so all I have to say about that is run the fuck away, Paul Aaron. Run. Haas is personally one of my favorite teams because someone told me why on earth they never know how to develop a proper car. Their best constructors finish was 5th in 2018, and since then they've only gone downhill. They have 0 podiums, 0 wins, and only 1 pole position, somehow earned by F1's biggest terrorist, Kevin Magnussen.
Suck my balls, mate.
On a fucked quali in Brazil 2022. This season they're behind Sauber. Yes, fucking Sauber in the standings. The team only has 3 fastest laps in their history and signed French people to their team. Look, I love Haas and they know how to make a banger livery. Like, take a look at Japan this year. Holy shit, that is sexy. But they need to learn how to make a fast car.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink. Fa la la la.
Sauber is one of those teams who have been in F1 for decades. The team itself is on an upward trajectory, having even scored a podium this year. Something they need to fix is their sponsor situation. Currently, their title sponsor hasn't even been able to be displayed on the car at several Grand Prix. The car looks like the Hulk took a shit. That's probably why they signed Nico Hulkenberg. The car has gambling ads sprinkled all around it, and its other sponsors like Kicked are owned by questionable figures.
That's fantastic, huh?
The team is great, but can 100% be better. As an F1 YouTuber, I am obliged to absolutely slay Lance Stroll. Therefore, I am legally obligated to say that Lance Stroll and the Stroll family as a whole is what is wrong with this team. They have everything they need for a championship-winning car. They have the GOAT, Fernando Alonso, they have Adrian Newey, and they have an amazing wind tunnel and compound, which I guess was built by Daddy's money.
I'm extremely angry.
But like, seriously, everything points to Nepo Baby being the reason why this team isn't doing well. He is consistently outqualified by Fernando. He's only 2 points ahead of Fernando, who took 8 races to score points, by the way. Oh, and did I mention he's an idiot? No? Okay.
No! 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 I just want to down! No!
The Visa Cash App Racing Balls Billboard team has a similar story to Sauber in the sense they take sponsor money from anyone.
Who wants to be a millionaire, baby?
And have also scored a podium this year. However, they have a bigger problem. The car is better than the fucking main Red Bull team. We have all seen how Yuki Tsunoda is struggling in the Red Bull, and Liam Lawson, who is supposedly demoted, has been outscoring him. And if it weren't for Max Verstappen, you know, the GOAT of racing, Red Bull would be close to last in the constructor standings. This simply shouldn't be happening. The Red Bull sugar-free team is supposed to be the team that prepares drivers for the main one, not the place where they consistently outperform the actual Red Bull cars. We can only hope that Hadjar doesn't get demoted to the main team next. May God have mercy on his soul. Williams has a very rich history in Formula 1. However, they took a dive in the ground effect era. That being said, they're back on the rise, and holy shit, did anyone else cry at Carlos Sainz's podium in Baku, or is it just me? Anyway, Williams' biggest issue, as far as I can tell, is luck. I do not understand how screwed these guys are getting. We have seen unfair penalties.
Who gets a penalty? Me? You're joking. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life.
Suicide bombings, mechanical failures, and I don't even know what to call this. The team works so hard, and I'm so glad that this season they're actually able to show off what they're capable of, having cracked 100 points. I just wish they get a bit more luck, and I need that Williams win soon. Please.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull. Where do I even start? First off, as I said when I talked about the Racing Balls team, their car is slower than the Genie team. Secondly, they have Helmut Marko, a racist idiot calling the shots. Also, they don't know how to have a healthy work environment. They've lost Newey, fired Christian Horner, which I guess was deserved. Jonathan Wheatley is good, and their strategists are being abused harder than Max Verstappen by the looks of this. Speaking of Max Verstappen, he's the only thing keeping the team somewhat competitive. And Red Bull is, as Russell says,
Team Verstappen.
I'm not going to beat around the bush with this one. Biggest issue with Ferrari is their strategy. It's in time
What happened? We're not ready. Wake up, guys, come on.
and time.
This is not good teamwork, that's all I'm going to say. In China, I got out of the way when you're on a different strategy.
Understood. We swapped the cars
Have a tea break while you're at it.
And time.
Why? What are you doing?
Time again. When it comes to Ferrari and their ratings, it's almost better not to. For example, Monza last year when the team forgot Charles existed and let him out so he won the race. I genuinely gotta say, it's insane how a team with Ferrari's legacy can be so bad at this sport. They genuinely just drain the life out of the drivers. It's like an abusive relationship where you stay for one good thing every now and then, but ultimately, the experience is just depressing. The problem with Mercedes is that they have been forever cursed of trying to return to their glory days. The team went from championship winning material to shit in just one season. Since then, they've been struggling. 2022 was the first season that Lewis Hamilton didn't get a win, and at the start of 2024, they found out he was moving to Ferrari. Their solution to that was to hire the newest young terrorist F2 had to offer, named Kimi Antonelli. Look, Mercedes, next year is a new set of regulations. You guys got this. I have two words. Papaya rules. 2025 can only be described as dominant for the McLaren team. However, something that will be their downfall is these papaya rules. We have seen several times this season controversial actions taken by the team.
Norris and Piastri have swapped places, Max.
Just because you had a slow start?
It's not our business, but I guess it keeps it fair between the drivers in terms of championship.
But why? All us fans want to see is the pastry man and the pro bomber go at it and commit domestic terror. At what point does one of the drivers decide, fuck your championship, I want to win? Also, if these team orders are not clearly defined come with closing stages of the season, Max Verstappen can easily sneak up behind Oscar and Lando and simply snatch the championship. McLaren, I'm speaking to you directly. Let the drivers do whatever. You've already won the constructors, so just leave them to it. Give us war, give us entertainment, and most importantly, give me a pastry man world championship.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.